This is so good. I just could give you a bite. No, not well. Maybe, okay, I'll let you have a bite. Come. Oh, please. Please. Hamburger. You don't want hamburger. Do you want peas? Do you want carrots?
Why don't you try the old,
I know why.
airplane in the hangar method?
I tried the airplane in the hangar. I tried the train in the station. I tried the show and tell. I have tried everything, but he just doesn't want to eat.
Oh, Max. Look, I wouldn't take it personally, huh? Guys this age, they just like to fuss with their food, don't they? In fact, I think I read someplace has something to do with them trying to control their environment.
Oh, yeah? Well, he never did this to me before. So on.
Give him a break, Max. Come on, new surroundings here. He's probably more interested in the wallpaper than he is in that lovely food you got for him there.
Actually, I think it's Gabrielle.
Why, what do you mean?
That's what's wrong with him. That's why he won't eat. He misses his mommy. Don't you, little fella?
You're still in love with Viki?
Yes.
After 25 years?
Well, Viki was the first, the only true love I've ever had in my life. That's a pretty hard thing to get over or forget.
But to still love her, Dad, even now, after all these years.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you this.
Well, what about Mom? Does she know that you loved Viki all along?
Well, like I said, I grew to love Carrie and respect her. She gave me 2 more beautiful daughters. And I didn't want to hurt her feelings by telling her that I could never love anyone the way I love Viki.
Does Viki know how you feel? Is Viki still in love with you?
I think bringing Jack back as Todd's twin is an excellent idea.
Yeah, me too. I think we can get a real nice little romance going between him and Tiffany.
Yeah. Anyway, enough shop talk. So, how about that dinner you promised me?
Sarah, I'm gonna have to cancel tonight. I'm sorry.
Listen, you're the one who asked me out to dinner.
I know, and I hate to cancel at the last minute, believe me, but something really important came up, and I just have to take care of it tonight.
It's nothing serious, I hope.
Well, let's just say that it's got something to do with the future.
Anything I can help you out with?
You could forgive me, say you'll have dinner tomorrow night.
Okay, it's a deal.
Thanks for being so understanding.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Renee!
Oh, Asa, get out of here. The roof's about to collapse.
There's no way.
Darling, get out of here. Save yourself before it's too late. If you ever listen to me, please. I can't move. The beam won't budge. Now, yet. Darling, it's no use. The beam's too heavy. Get out.
Get up. Are you okay? Yeah. Put a hand. Stop, don't move.
Okay.
Get easy.
I won't.
Give me a hand. Let it fall.
Okay. Oh,
can you move?
I can
slide out.
Wait.
All right, Alonzo. Here we go. You play with your truck for a second here, okay? Let your dad do some talk. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have turned Gabrielle in for the forged passports, but she let me no other choice. I mean, what am I going to do, sit back and let her run away with my kid?
Would you even try to work it out with her?
I tried, yeah. When I caught her at the airport, I felt sorry for her. I thought, can we work out some sort of reasonable custody agreement? But she wouldn't have anything to do with it. She said that when she gets out of jail, she's going to make sure I don't even get near the kid.
So what are you going to do now?
I don't know. It's obvious that Gabrielle loves him. That he loves and misses her. But I don't want to lose him forever. Damn it, why is she being so irrational about this whole thing?
Max, come on. She's the boy's mama. And she's doing everything she can to try to protect her son. And being a parent, I can understand how she feels.
What are you doing? You're defending her?
No, I'm not defending her, Max. I'm just saying when you threw down the gauntlet and you refused to let her have Al after she got out of Eterna, you painted her into a corner. She didn't have any choice but to come out fighting.
So you're saying I did the wrong thing?
Now, what I'm saying is, Max, is that little Al is stuck in the middle of all this. And I don't think that's such a good idea.
What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Should I just give him up when she gets out of jail?
I think what you need to do is consider all the alternatives here, Max. And the biggest thing you got to consider right now is that little guy right over there.
Hi. I'm Bo Buchanan.
Yes, I know.
I was told to ask for Zarina.
I am Zarina, and I have been waiting for you. Come with me
Where are we going?
to fulfill your destiny.
I seriously doubt if Viki could have loved me after all these years. Her memory of me was erased. In her mind, I didn't even exist.
Well, you do now, and she knows and remembers everything, Dad.
True, but I haven't told her how I feel. She has a husband and family, and it would be unfair of me to burden her with my feelings.
Unrequited love. Well, I know how you feel, Dad. To love someone and then to have them reject you.
Oh, no, Viki hasn't rejected me. She's treated me with warmth and kindness and understanding. She just doesn't know that I'm in love with her.
Well, then you should tell her.
No.
Dad, maybe that's what she's waiting for. If she knew that you loved her.
And then she would forsake the past 20 years of her life and come with me? That's a sweet, romantic notion, Megan, but it's not going to happen. I've been in Viki's home. I've seen the love between her and Clint and her family. Viki belongs with her family, and I wouldn't do anything to threaten her happiness.
What about your happiness?
I have my share. The love of my children. My work. Viki's friendship. To want more would only cause a lot of pain to a lot of people. I don't want that.
Well, so what are you going to do now?
I don't know. At least sharing this with you has helped me ease some of the pain.
Well, I'm glad. Because your trust means a lot to me, Dad. And I understand now why Viki was so special to you.
Viki is a very, very special person.
I know what you're saying, and you don't need to say it anymore. People have been telling me that all along. Sarah and Bo and Mary Lynn have told me what an extraordinary person Viki is. And although I must admit it used to drive me crazy to hear it, well...
Now you'll give her a chance.
Well, I can see how you loved her very much 25 years ago, and how I was conceived out of that love.
Does that mean you're willing to accept Viki?
Well, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but yes, I'd like to get to know my mother.
Oh, Megan, sweetheart. Oh, I know you won't be sorry. Everything's going to turn out perfect. I know it will.
Well, Dad, there's only one problem. With all the fights and rejections, I don't really know how I'm going to tell her. I can't very well just walk up to Viki and say, "Hi, Mom, want to talk?"
Well, sounds good to me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overhear. I heard the tail end of your conversation, that's all.
What is she doing here?
I don't know.
Please don't be upset. I was walking by. I heard
Oh,
voices
yeah, I
that...
bet.
Sweetheart.
Don't sweetheart me. This was all a setup, wasn't it?
This wasn't a setup.
Oh, sure. You lured me up here, and then Viki waited in the bushes until I was primed for this accidental meeting.
Oh, no, this was accidental. I came up here with Tina.
Oh, spare me the explanations, Viki. I'm not buying them, okay? I'm not buying any of
Megan, please, calm
No,
down.
Dad, how could you have done this to me? Sitting there pouring out your heart to me, getting all teary-eyed, when you knew all along that Viki was waiting in them bushes until she could make her little grand entrance.
I swear I didn't know she was there.
Megan, this was my fault. I should have kept walking. I should never have stopped.
Well, that's very good, Viki. I must have inherited my acting skills from you.
This is not an act. I have given you my word.
Oh, yes. And everyone takes Viki Buchanan's word as gold, right? Well, I'm not everyone, not me. This was probably your idea. After all, this is your mountain. What better place to make a fool of me than right here on your own turf?
All right, Megan, that's enough. This wasn't a trick, and I'll not have you accusing
that's
Viki.
right. Go and defend your partner in crime. I don't care. Doesn't matter, Dad, because I can see right through all of this.
Megan, listen to me. I swear to you, I did not know that you and Roger were here.
Oh, tell me. Did you get an earful? Did you hear everything? Did you miss something? I would be happy to fill you in, Mother.
Megan, stop.
Megan, listen to me. What I did was wrong, and I do not deny it, but I am very happy by what I overheard. I'm delighted that you and your father are talking again. Please, don't destroy that simply because you choose to misconstrue this situation.
Oh, is that what this is? A situation?
Yes, an unfortunate situation. Don't let it change your feelings.
Oh, that's right. You know all about how I'm feeling right now.
I heard what you said about me, if that's what you mean. I heard you say that you wanted to get to know me better.
Well, what a pity. The wind must have been blowing in the wrong direction because you heard it wrong. I know all I need to know about you, Viki. And believe me, you're the kind of woman I would never want as my mother.
Megan, wait!
I'm terribly, terribly sorry.
It's not your fault.
Yes, it is my fault. I should have kept walking. I should not have stopped. The thing is, I saw you two, and you seemed to be close, and I could hear that she was starting to trust you again.
Viki.
What?
What else did you hear?
Hi. I need to mail these
Miss Gordon.
Yeah?
There's someone here to see you.
Who's that?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Hi. Can I help you?
Are you Sarah Gordon?
Yes, I am.
Then this is for you, and for you only. Go on, open it. It's a message from Bo Buchanan.
Dear Sarah, please don't panic.
Yes, you must remain calm.
Everything is all right. I'm fine.
He is safe.
But you must do whatever Zarina tells...
Zarina? That's me.
What is going on here? Where's Bo? What have you done to him?
I've done nothing to him. He is well. But no more questions. Come.
Listen, I'm not going anywhere with you until you tell me what you've done to Bo.
Please, all your fears are for nothing. And all your questions will be answered. Now come.
No, I can't do it. I can't just hand him over to Gabrielle. I mean, she made it clear she's going to make good on her threat, run away with him first chance she gets. I got to prevent that.
Now, come on, you got to have some legal rights as a father.
Yeah, I have temporary custody as long as she's in jail for the forged passport. As soon as she gets out, she's entitled to full custody.
And all this is because the two of you were never married?
Well, that and because I went to Texas and handed him over to her. That's why I can't let her get her hands on him again. Damn, I made one mistake. I'm not going to make a bigger one now.
Yeah, you know, Al doesn't know from mistakes, Max. All he knows right now is that there's something going on.
Hey, come on. Let's take another shot of that food. I don't know. Just left me no choice. I'm just going to have to go to court.
So you're going to go for full custody then?
I guess I have to. For his sake.
You got a lawyer?
No. But I'll get one. I love this guy too much. I lost him once. I'm not going to lose him again.
Well, I can certainly understand that.
Do you think I'm doing the right thing?
Yeah, I do. And I wish you luck.
Hi.
Hey,
How are you doing, Al?
Great.
You haven't eaten anything.
Believe me, we both gave it our best shot.
I think maybe we could use a woman's touch around here, Kim.
Well, maybe you're right. Would you like me to take over now?
Oh, please. Thank you. Oh, and would you mind watching him for a little while? I need to go say thank you to someone else.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, terrific. Listen, kid, you get this. I'm going to try to be back in to tuck you good night, okay? Thanks. I'll see you around.
Yeah, Max. Take it easy, huh?
Now, Let's see what a good eater you are. How about it?
Kim, you are amazing. Look at that.
That's good, huh?
Good now, huh? Look what Daddy's got here. Darling, you all right?
Yes, darling, I'm fine. I just had the wind knocked out of me.
What about the broken bones or anything?
No, nothing.
Maybe I should call an ambulance.
No, I'm fine. As a matter of fact, I feel much better now that I got a chance to catch my breath.
Well, what are you doing? I don't think you should get up so soon.
Don't be a worry bear. I can stand on my own 2 feet.
Whoa, let me help you.
Hey, no. She doesn't need your help. Neither do I.
Lisa.
I can take care of my own wife.
Lisa Austin just helped you save my life.
Yeah. And why did he suddenly appear at the right moment at the barn, huh?
I heard the commotion. I just came to check it out.
Oh, wasn't it a convenient eavesdrop, huh?
Lisa, how can you go on being suspicious?
Because with this nephew of mine, I'm always suspicious of him.
Asa, he just saved my life. Why can't you just say thank you?
You know, maybe he caused the cave-in. Was that meant for me? Is that what you're telling
wait
me?
a minute. What are you accusing him? You tell me I knocked the barn on
if
you?
I find out you're responsible for
Whoa,
this...
stop it. Asa's upset. He doesn't know what he's saying.
I know what I'm saying, Renee.
Yeah, Uncle Asa. Never one to mince your words, were you? I know what you think of me. I know what the hell you always thought of me.
And what the hell do you expect?
From my father's brother, I expect a little understanding, maybe a little compassion.
Oh, really, huh? You lost that compassion and understanding from me 15 years ago when you murdered my foreman in cold blood.
Asa. What is this place?
I see a man in your future.
Will we get married and have lots of children?
I see a home with a small fence, children playing, and a lot of happiness.
What else do you see?
Look, are you sure this is where Bo said to bring me?
Come, follow me.
Who's this? What is going on here? Where is Bo?
Please, sit down. This is Marek, wisest of gypsies. He will tell you your past, your present, and your future.
Look, Zarina, I'm really not in the mood to have my cards read, all right? So if you don't mind, I think I'll just wait for Bo out.
Fools!
I beg your pardon?
Only a fool would read the fortune of someone so desperate for the truth.
Look, I'm not desperate for anything.
Your heart says otherwise. The cards, they tell you what you want to know. They speak of what is in your heart and in the heart of the man who pursues you.
Do the cards, do they really do all that?
Sit. Listen to their wisdom. They will guide you to your heart's true desires.
I really only heard the very end of your conversation. I just heard Megan say that she was willing to give me another chance.
Is that all?
Mm-hmm. That's when I came forward. I could kick myself now for not walking away.
Oh, you were just following your heart.
Yes, look where it got me. I don't think she'll ever give me a chance to get close to her now. She thinks that I was purposely eavesdropping there. She thinks the whole thing was a setup.
Oh, I'm sure she doesn't think that. She was just probably caught off guard.
Yes, I think that we've all been caught off guard by this a bit, Roger. I know I have. Coming to terms with our past hasn't been easy for any of us. I can't really blame Megan for being upset and confused.
Well, I'm sorry for upsetting you and Megan.
Oh, no, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. Well, not ours anyway. We were very young and very innocent. And we loved each other so much. And so we committed ourselves to each other. We had no way of knowing fate had other plans in store for us.
But it did.
Oh, yes, it did. We were separated, and my memory of you was completely taken away from me. But we have a daughter. And the love that we shared back then, I mean, we can't pretend that it didn't exist, can we? I know I can't. I don't mind admitting it's something that I have spent a great deal of time thinking about since we left Eterna.
It's something that we're going to have to face for the rest of our lives.
But how? How do we resolve something that cannot be resolved? How do we end this chapter in our lives that started so long ago?
By concentrating on the present and the future.
And Megan?
Especially Megan. We have to talk to her. We have to make her understand that your being here wasn't a trick.
What if she doesn't believe us?
She has to. She needs her mother. She needs your love just like all your other children. Viki,
What is it?
Viki?
Tina.
Viki, it's the cabin.
What, Tina, what's wrong?
Oh, the cabin, Roger. Hi. Well, what are you doing here?
What is wrong, honey? What's the problem?
It's really horrible. You've got to see it.
What's horrible?
Well, come on, I'll take you to the cabin. You got to see this for yourself. Come on.
Renee, I don't want to hear any more about him.
Asa, darling, he is your brother's son. Can't you find it in your heart to give him a chance?
You have no idea what you're talking about. Austin had his chance 15 years ago. He could have walked away from that fight with my foreman. No, not him. Instead, he had to murder the man. I cannot forgive that.
And justice was served. You saw to that yourself when you testified against him, and the boy did time.
The boy was born rotten. And I'll be damned if I'll be beholden to him.
You don't have to be beholden to him, but you don't have to turn your back on him either.
Oh, wait a minute, Renee. He turned his back on his family when he disgraced the Buchanan name by his actions.
And he paid his debt to society. Isn't it time for his family to help him get back on his feet?
I am not going to give that boy a chance to get back at me.
Darling, why do you think he's out for revenge?
If the tables were reversed and somebody put me in jail for life and I got out, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to even the score.
Asa, darling, we are not talking about you. We're talking about Austin.
Renee, revenge is revenge. And I have a gut feeling this cave-in was no accident.
All right. Lordy, I know better than to try and talk you out of something when your mind is made up. But please, just don't go looking for trouble where there is none.
Renee, there will be no more trouble once that bad seed gets back to Texas where he belongs. If he needs a handout, let his old man give it to him.
All right. And in the meantime, how about giving me a hand, taking me back up to the house so I can wash off some of this grime and grit?
I will give you a hand the rest of your life.
I'm sure of that. You know, I don't mind admitting I was scared silly lying under that beam. I wasn't afraid of dying. I was just afraid I'd never see you again.
I'll be honest. I thought I was going to lose you, too. But hey, now, no more talk of Diane. I got a long row ahead of me, and I want you by my side all the way.
I will leave you to Marek's wisdom.
First, the past. The cards tell me you are born in a place far from here. In a land called California.
California is a state.
Whatever. You have an older sister. No. A half-sister. She has become very famous for pretending to be something that she is not.
Yes, I have a sister who's an actress. How did you know that?
The cards tell me what I want to know.
I see. What else do the cards tell you?
That you are a very kind and a very loving person. That you have dedicated your life to helping others. those who cannot see. Is this not true?
Yes, I run a center for the blind.
I also see that someone only pretends to be blind.
Right, that's Mary Lynn. She's an actress on Fraternity Row.
I was going to say that.
I'm sorry. What else do the cards say?
The future. The future, yes. Aha!
Aha! What?
The cards tell me that your future is very promising. Indeed. They tell me that you have found your ideal man.
My ideal man.
What, is there an echo in here?
I'm sorry. What does this ideal man look like?
He is very handsome, very charming. A man of great wealth and position, yet modest. A man of many talents. Some you can see, some you cannot. This man's name is...
Buchanan?
What, are you reading over my shoulder?
No, it's just I don't think that you shuffled the cards very well this time.
I didn't?
No. You see, you were right on target about my past and my present, but future, you were way off. Sorry.
How far off?
Continents off. I mean, Bo Buchanan is not my ideal man.
No?
No. I mean, I like him. He's a nice guy, and we have a lot of fun together, and we laugh.
But you are seeing him, no?
Well, yes, I'm seeing him, but just until Mr. Wright comes along.
Who is this Mr. Wright?
Well, he's European. Charming European man. You know, the kind of man who can order a meal in 5 different languages. Who likes to gamble the night away at Monte Carlo.
These cards, they don't make a mistake.
You made a big mistake thinking you could trick me. Yes.
No, you ignore the man behind the beard. I am Merrick. Look at these shoes. I am an old gypsy, a teller of fortunes. What gave me away?
I think it was the hard sell on my ideal man.
But you gotta admit, I had you going there for a minute, didn't I?
Well, so what do I get if I say yes, huh?
I will lay upon you an ancient gypsy blessing.
Ooh, what's that?
It's a little bit like a curse, only it's much nicer.
Surprise!
How did you get in here?
The chambermaid let me in. You see, I told her I had wanted to set up a romantic dinner for 2 before you got back, and she just couldn't resist the chance to play Cupid's partner.
Max Holden charm. At it again, is that it? Well, I'm sorry to use up this precious commodity of yours, but I'm not interested in dinner, and I'd really appreciate it if you would just get out of here.
Just an expression of my gratitude.
Gratitude?
Yeah, this is my way of saying thanks.
For what?
Well, for calling me from the airport, for telling me where Gabrielle is, for helping me get my son back.
Well, you're welcome. Now, will you just leave?
Don't you even want to know what happened? Why, sure, Max. I'd like to know what happened. Well, since you insist on knowing, okay. After you left, Gabrielle was arrested for passport forgery, and I got temporary custody of Al, thanks to you.
Great. I'm really happy for you, Max.
Thank you.
But I'd appreciate it if you just leave.
Oh, aren't we even the least bit curious what's for dinner?
I don't care what's for dinner, Max. I told you I am not hungry. Now, will you just leave?
Okay, all right. See what's going on here? Slam the door. Go ahead. It's going to make you feel better.
No, I don't want to feel better. I just want you to leave me alone.
Oh, come on, slam it. Slam the door. Slam it. Shake the whole building down. Slam it so hard. Just get it out. That was good. You feel better now?
No, I don't feel better. I feel horrible. I feel betrayed.
By whom?
By my father and Viki.
What happened?
My father wanted me to understand what happened between the two of them when they were young. He wanted me to see how I was born out of this love between them. And I bought it. I felt sorry for him, you know? And it was all a lie, Max. Viki was sitting there listening to it the whole time. The two of them manipulated me, and I feel so foolish about it. My own father, Max, how could he have done this to me?
I'm sure it's all right. I think it was all just a big mistake. I'm sure your father did not set out to trick you.
Sure, he denied it. And Viki said she just happened to be in the area.
Well, see? It was all just a big misunderstanding. I'm sure once you talk to your father...
No, I'm not going to talk to them again. Never. I'm never going to talk to them again about this.
Megan, please do not pull away from me like this. Not when you're hurting this way. Not when you need me this much.
Listen, Max. I got along fine without you before you waltzed in and out of my life. I can get along without you now.
Why won't you let me help you?
Because I don't want your help. I don't need your sympathy. I don't need you, Max.
Yes, you do.
No, please, just leave me alone. I can get upset without you, okay?
Yeah, that's true. But you can't do this without me.
Oh, whoa, Austin.
Renee, what are you doing here?
I came back into town because I was hoping I'd be able to catch you.
Wait, whoa, you should be home resting after that accident you had in the barn.
No, I'm feeling all right, really. Let's sit down. I'm also feeling terrible about the way that Asa treated you. Now, I know that he is grateful that you helped save my life. Sit down. But sometimes he has trouble finding the right words, especially when those words are thank you.
Renee, he treated me just the way I thought he would.
You gotta give Asa a chance. He's gonna accept you sooner or later.
Uncle Asa's never gonna accept me.
You don't know
Look,
that.
it's no big deal to me, okay? I made a mistake coming back up here to Landview, expecting Uncle Asa to welcome me. That's why I gotta get me back down to Cherokee County, where I belong, just as soon as possible.
Going home? Is that gonna be any easier?
I don't expect the people down there to react any differently than Uncle Asa. I'm an ex-con. That means I'm a man who cannot be trusted.
It's a shame you can't be trusted after you spent time in prison.
The world does not allow people to make mistakes. You see, they just don't know what to do with them. That means I just got to work a whole lot harder to get myself accepted again.
What kind of work you gonna do?
Well, I want to be a ranch hand. Though I suppose my record's going to keep a rancher from hiring me.
Look, if you have nothing to go back there for, why don't you stay here in Landview?
Because there is less than nothing for me here.
You have got family.
Family? Family they don't care. Uncle Asa made it crystal clear to me about where the family stood. Look.
Asa does not speak for all of us. Look, you haven't even had a chance to talk to Clint. You haven't even seen
Renee,
Bo.
I appreciate what you're trying to say here. But for all concerned, I'd just best be gone.
Look, it's late. It's time to have another meal. Now, one more for the road.
I just came back here to get my car.
Come on, let me buy you dinner. That'll give us a little more chance to talk.
Renee, you already bought me one meal.
Oh, I can't do it twice. No, you stay right where you are. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get us a table.
See in your future a nice pot roast with those little boiled crummy potatoes and Brussels sprouts.
Oh, yum. How did you know that was my ideal meal?
No. No.
Well, how does it look?
Like a hurricane.
Oh, my God. Who would do this?
Probably the same people have been digging up the surrounding property. Obviously, they've taken over the whole mountainside, camping out, pitching their tents, staking claims.
They must be looking for the gold.
Yes, thank you, Melinda Kramer, for broadcasting to the whole world that there's gold buried here.
Oh, Viki, look. This was your favorite vase.
Well, I can replace this. I could replace all the things here, but what about the beauty of nature outside? How do we ever restore any of that?
That's right, the site Cord and I picked for our new house. I mean, we used to have such a beautiful view looking at the trees and the hills. Now we're just gonna look at a bunch of ugly holes in the ground.
Okay, this is gonna stop.
Why, who are you calling?
The mountain, the state troopers. I mean, this gold rush fever's we gotta put an end to this. Now, the line's dead. Somebody must have cut the wire. We're gonna have to report this in person.
Well, look what we got here. Trying to move in on me, huh?
Who are you?
It don't matter who I am. You're trespassing on my land. Now, I already laid claim to this cabin, and I want you out of here. Now!
I can't.
You can't what?
I can't handle this right now.
You seem to be having no trouble handling it to me.
No, Max, you understand what I'm saying. There's just too much going on in my life right now.
I know that, and that's why you need someone to stand beside you. Now, if we could just straighten out...
What, you think I still carry a torch for you?
Well, you still carry my photo.
I do not.
Oh, no, you do not? You want a little proof of this? Okay, just watch this right over here. Please forgive me. I know this is strictly verboten. Lord knows what we may find.
Max.
Look. Uh-oh. Who is that handsome devil? I saw it when your purse was in Speakeasy.
So I still carry your photograph. That doesn't mean anything.
It means that you still love me. And it means that you wanted me to kiss you just now.
Max, I was just confused about everything that happened up on the mountain. I'm still confused. I need to handle this on my own. The pressure I'm getting from my father and Viki, all of it.
Okay. I get the picture. Fine. Need a little time, a little space. Forgive me for saying space. I'll just leave. No problem. Arrivederci. But I'm not giving up. Enjoy the dinner. Fill me a rain check.
Hate it when you're right, Max Holden. I just hate it.
Oh, Sarah, Austin.
Hi, Renee.
Oh, it's great to see you guys. Austin, thank our lucky stars. It's your cousin Bo. And Sarah, Austin Buchanan.
Oh, another Buchanan?
It's Ace's nephew from Texas.
How you doing, cousin?
Hey, Bo.
Hi, I'm Sarah Gordon. It's nice to meet you.
Well, the pleasure's all mine, I'm sure. Well, Bo, looks like I done you a favor by beating you in that fight, huh?
Fight? What fight?
Austin and I went to high school together back in Texas, and one day after school, we got in a little fight over a girl named Mary Lou Whitaker.
Yeah. You've done a whole lot better for yourself, Bo. I guess you don't be mad at me for having whooped the tar out of you then, huh?
Well, in the first place, I don't really hold a grudge. In the second place, I think I was the one who whipped the tar out of you. So, how long you gonna be in town?
Well, I'm trying to talk him in to stay around long enough to get to know his kinfolk, but I'm afraid he's not feeling very welcome.
Why?
Asa? It's a long story.
Well, if you decide to hang in, maybe we can get together one of these days. Otherwise, hope to see you before you leave.
I'd like that either way.
We better get in there. All right, you take care, cousin.
Bye, Renee.
See you later, darling.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Thank you. You know, I think I'm having second thoughts. Maybe I will stay around for a little while after all.
Oh, that's wonderful. What changed your mind?
I don't know. I guess it'd just be sort of nice to sort of hang out and relive some of the good old days with Cousin Bo. May I?
Sir, I'd be charmed.
How dare you?
Let me handle this, baby. Now, this is private property, mister. This cabin and the surrounding property belongs to Viki Buchanan.
What? Is that supposed to make some sort of difference to me?
Yeah, it better. You're going to be facing serious charges of vandalism and trespassing.
Yeah, well, first this Buchanan dame's got to catch me.
Yes, I already have. I am Victoria Buchanan. You have destroyed my land and my home, and I demand that you leave here immediately.
And I suggest you do what she says.
She demands, and you suggest. What do you say, cutie?
Don't you come near me.
I tell you what, you turn around and you walk out of here, mister, while you still can.
Feisty, aren't you? Well, I'm not walking out of nowhere till I find that gold.
There's no gold.
Oh, yes, there is. I heard it on TV. And I'm gonna be rich beyond my wildest dreams.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be dreaming in jail, Buster, unless...
Oh, Roger, it's a gun.
That's right, cutie. And I know how to use it. Now, y'all gonna clear out of here? Or am I gonna be giving you a little demonstration on my marksmanship?